I'm drunk as hell.
Just in case. Just in case.
The reason I'm ignoring you is because you've been an asshole to me recently, so I completely ignored you this morning on purpose to piss you off. Just so you know. So I hope you enjoy it. When was the last time I cooked Italian food like my recipe? Years and years ago. Remember, originally I was making my family recipe of homemade marinara sauce probably every 2-3 months. I would do a big batch and I would freeze it. It would be like 8 meals. It was perfect and it was delicious. I love that sauce. And then what happened is COVID happened. And when COVID happened, everything locked down. It was hard to go around and get ingredients and things. There's a certain particular ingredients that I need to make the sauce that if I don't have them, it's not the same. So during COVID, I basically stopped driving around and going places to get all the ingredients because a lot of places were closed or locked down. It was a pain in the ass. I never went back. You know, I just never went back. I could. Absolutely, I could. But at this point, we really don't eat pasta anymore. Or if we do, we eat protein pasta. And instead of my marinara sauce, what we do is we just get passata, which is strained Italian tomatoes. And we just add some ingredients like seasonings and things to that. And that's our sauce, which is incredibly healthy. That way, you're not adding in a ton of extra stuff that adds calories and salt and things like that to it. So we eat basically a much healthier variation of the sauce that I used to make. We don't make my marinara sauce anymore. Outside of that, I never made any other Italian food. All I ever did was marinara sauce.
I'm caffeinated. I'm beamed up right now.
What is going on, everyone? Good morning and welcome to the DSP Morning Show. It is a lovely Tuesday, the 18th of August, 2026. I'm DSP. Welcome, welcome. We have a lot to get caught up on after yesterday's chaotic streams. No, we want more. So you're getting more. And Jasper Kitty is here again with me. Hi, Jasper. Jasper Kitty. Hello. What are you doing? You want to come up here? Want to come up here and say hello? There he is. He's here again. He loves being in the office. He just doesn't come on camera often. Now I convinced him 2 days in a row to come on camera. So maybe this is a good pattern. I love to have him on camera more. I love having Jasper Kitty in here. I do. He's an awesome kitty. I mean, number one, I ate Taco Bell and I didn't explode in my bathroom. I'm serious. Like, I didn't actually, like, destroy one of my toilets. I digested relatively normally, which is shocking. Usually eat Taco Bell and it's like, you know, liquid lava dumps all day, but it didn't happen, which is very good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode of DSP Tries It. It's been live on DSP Reacts since yesterday afternoon. We tried out quite a few things, including a lot of the classic menu items off of Taco Bell's menu, plus the tahini-flavored taco. The thing is, the episode didn't get tons of attention yet. And there's no surprise why. It's because during that exact same stream, we were doing some card unpackings, DSP pack rips, right? And while we were doing that, the focus was 5 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! What's it called? Duelist Advance. It's the new box that I bought. People wanted to see the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So we opened up 5 packs. Now remember, we have bonus packs for big support. If we either get a $100 contribution or $250 cumulative support on any stream, we open up a super pack. And in this case, the set I'm opening is Mega Dream EX. This is a Japanese set, which convincing you guys to let me do this was like pulling teeth. I keep telling you, the Japanese cards are good.
Are you Chinese or Japanese? Bitch, I'm keep that Strapanese. Bitch, I am a cracker, so I'm speaking Crackanese.
This early, I've only been doing this for 3 months. I actually started in May. Well, it's August. It's 3 months later, and I got a God pack. That's insane. There's collectors and Pokemon enthusiasts, okay, who open packs all the time. They've been doing this for a decade or more, and they've never gotten a God pack, and I did. So that's insane luck. The video is doing good. It's got about 2,000 views within the first 24 hours. And you might say, well, wait a minute. God pack is so rare. Why does your video only have 2,000 views? Well, because everyone stole it. As it was happening live on stream, all my detractors ripped the clip and uploaded it to their own channels, so they got the views, not me. They stole the content because they realized this is like a really rare thing to happen, and it happened to Phil, and now people will talk about it. So they stole the content, and it's already been on their channels getting way more views than mine because they did it first, because I had to process, upload, do all that, and they just live ripped it, which is illegal. They added no context. They did nothing but steal.
I think I'm about to steal!
They all got the initial views instead of me. That's sadly what happens these days. YouTube should stop it, and to be frank, I could enforce my right as the owner of the content to take it down. And I might, because it's messed up that they stole my content raw. It's different if, like, they did a highlight reel of it and edited it and commented over it, but most of them just raw ripped it because they realized this is like a big event, and Phil's part of it, and we'll just steal it. So we'll have to see if I feel like doing anything. But anyway, results of this God Pack. The lowest value card on the Wall of Fame is $25. Yeah, so this has changed the entire look of my wall and my collection's value, okay? That pack was worth $700. Jasper, careful. Careful, buddy. Careful. He's going to slip. Don't slip. Do not slip and hurt yourself. Be careful, okay? Okay? Don't hurt yourself. Now he doesn't know what he's doing. So anyway, amazing. I wanted to show you the cards, the two big hits, but I can't now because if I move, Jasper will fall off the chair. So maybe later in the show, I'll show you the cards again because obviously they look beautiful. Like the Mega Gengar EX is so gorgeous. What an awesome card. And again, Mega Gengar EX is one of the most sought-after cards in Pokemon this year. It is the most valuable card that's a new card this year in any set. So, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Jasper, careful. Don't fall. Don't fall. Now you want to get down, you don't know how. There he goes. He jumped to the floor. Okay. Get more Dragon Ball ASAP. I told you they were good. So, yeah, that Dragon Ball Super Box that we opened, which was called Impact Beyond Dimensions. Amazing set. Love the art of the cards, the quality, the hits. We got tons of hits in that box. That box was worth $480, and I paid about $180. So I made a lot on that box. I want more. The problem is no other sets are readily available. I saw a few that are on back order that take a couple weeks to get here. Some only ship via USPS, which is even worse because USPS is insanely unreliable. I could get another box of the same Dragon Ball cards, but the thing is, we've seen almost all the normal cards. There's a few I didn't get here or there, but for the most part, we've seen the entire set. I don't think it's going to be that interesting for me to pull the exact same box again. So, I think what I'm going to do is wait this week and keep checking and see if I can get another box of Dragon Ball Super at some point. But it sucks because right now they just weren't readily available. If they were, I would have gotten another box immediately of one of the other sets because there's a bunch of Dragon Ball Super sets, but none of them were like just there ready to buy. But you're right. Those cards are absolutely amazing. I love that set, and I actually can't wait to get more. Oh, so he gave Kino Casino 46 memberships, so he's retarded. Okay. I'm going to tell him that when he's here next. I'm going to tell him he's retarded since he supports a bunch of scumbags who do nothing but hurt people on the internet and steal money from handicapped people. You know, they ring a fucking bell to make autistic people come to their stream and give them money. You know, so I hope I see him today. I will call. Is that what you guys are saying? He did that for real? Because I'm going to call him out on that publicly. Let's see how he responds. Gonna say, hey, you want that marathon, huh? You want that desert bus marathon? What I'm telling you is, the sellers that I'm seeing, all right, this is the problem with resellers. When you can't buy direct from someone, what you want to do, you always want to buy direct from someone who is a reliable seller and will sell via a reliable thing. Like, I want to control the shipment. I want to pay you more money for you to ship a method that gets here faster, and I can track the shipment, and I know where it is. I don't want USPS, all right? I'm going to be honest with everyone. I've been doing this for 3 months, okay? Since May, okay? I'm not exaggerating when I tell you 3 different shipments were lost via USPS in the last 3 months. They were just lost. There's tracking, then all of a sudden the tracking just stops. They don't know where the package is. It's lost. And then I have to work with the seller or the third-party website to try to get my money back because they say I didn't get it. Look, the tracking just stopped. USPS lost the package. 3 different packages were lost. That's ridiculous. And then one time, as I've already told you, it was a signature confirmed package, and they idiotically lied and didn't ask me for the signature. They said they did, and instead they just left a slip in my mailbox claiming they tried when they didn't. So then I had to go to the post office to get it too, which was a pain in the ass. Like, it's just, USPS is bullshit. I hate them, and I don't want to deal with them whatsoever. And a lot of these sellers, I hate to say it, are lazy. They buy up all the product, they sit on it, and they're like, oh, I'm just going to ship it fucking slow mode USPS. No. I'm paying you top dollar. You're a reseller. You're making like $100 profit on this box. Ship it how I want. And then they refuse. No, we only do USPS. Well, fuck you then. You're not getting my business. You know, you're already a scumbag. You already bought the goddamn thing and you're selling it for an insane premium, driving up all the prices of all the cards. And now I'm paying you the premium and you won't ship how I want. Well, then you don't get my business. Okay? What an idiot. You've seen the YouTube partner program is getting canceled and everyone is getting demonetized. No, that's not happening. That's literally not happening. They literally made an announcement yesterday that they are changing the way that views are counted on YouTube. We should talk about that YouTube views will actually be completely changed. And that this will not affect partner income. They also just made an announcement that the partner program is changing next year, the way that you qualify to become part of it. If they just made those announcements, why would they be canceling the YouTube partner program? You're an idiot. Thanks for $2, stupid. A box of those is $200 for 10 packs. Just like this box of Mega Dream EX was $150 for 10 packs. The Prismatic Evolutions Japanese set is $200. I can't keep dropping $200, multiple times a week as bonus packs. That's too expensive. It's nuts. I bet your detractors already tracked this. You're right. They already track that anyway. They're personally counting, which is ludicrous, but they do that. See, here's the thing, though. With tips, they have no idea who tips what, especially when it's an anonymous tip. Sometimes an anonymous tipper will tip 5-10 times in a stream. Sometimes it's 10 different tippers, and they wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? This is an investment into the content. People are supporting to see me do this. Therefore, it's worth it. And anything that I get as an asset later on that maybe I sell or don't sell has nothing to do with anything. Nor is it anyone's business either. Why do you care? Why are you so fucking nosy about what I do with my cards? I'll shove my cards up my ass if I want. That's cool too, because I own them. What a big loss that I banned 2 people who were just arguing like idiots. Okay. Yes, this is a rabbit on my shirt. Yes, it is. Very cute, isn't it? I feel like it's a way for them to make tons of money to do literally nothing.
Ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball.
And that they basically have a stranglehold on the card system. So I don't really want to bother with it, to be frank with you. I think that it would be a scam. I'd send it in, and I'd be lucky to get it graded 10. If I do, great, but I don't even increase my value that much, and I don't want to wait 6 months to get my card back. You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty stupid. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think it would make sense. Now, there are cards that when you grade them, they exponentially increase in value. For example,
Ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga.
So Hayden Panettiere, the actress who over the years played many different prominent roles. She was the main protagonist actress on the movie, or on the TV show Heroes in the late 2000s. She was the main character of Until Dawn, the video game. And she was just in the Scream series, right? The last several movies, she was a major part of the Scream series and stuff. She passed away at the age of 36. And that's crazy. She's so young. And apparently there's a big conspiracy behind it that the police had already been called to investigate something with her that day. And we're currently in an investigation. And then apparently she died and people are thinking she was murdered, which is crazy. There's also a rumor that she had like her ex-boyfriend was abusive and had been coming to see her recently. And like, oh my God. So I hope that none of this is true. It's all bullshit on the internet, I hope. But I mean, it sucks that she passed away so early. That's terrible. She was a good actress in pretty much every work she'd been in. So that's absolutely awful that that happened. Who knows what actually really is going on? But it's like a weird ongoing investigation and no one actually knows what's happened. Now, as for me playing Until Dawn again, no, I don't think I would do that. Why? Because why does it make sense to play a narrative-based game like that again? Like, the only narrative-based game that I went back and I replayed a couple times was Heavy Rain. And mostly that's because that was one of the most prominent playthroughs I ever did when I started as a creator. So people really wanted to see me play it again as like an anniversary thing when the re-release came out. But outside of that, like, for example, Until Dawn, if you remember, I 100% played the living crap out of it. We played through the entire game once, then we did it again, alternate choices. We saw alternate endings. People lived, people died. We've already done it all. There's nothing that I could possibly do a different way if we played it again. And I remember the story, so it's not going to be interesting or shocking this time. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing. PSA is being sued in a class action lawsuit. People are saying PSA doesn't really grade cards. What PSA does is they look at the market and they'll grade a card based on what keeps the value up in the market so that they make more money as opposed to grading cards actually on the grade of the card, if that makes sense. So, for example, what's that Charizard, that Gen 1 Charizard? The one that's worth, like, ridiculous amounts of money, right? So, they actually have more incentive if people were to send them another one of those Charizards to grade it lower. Because that way, the other cards that are in the market that they've graded as high grades have more value, and it makes it more exciting and interesting to have one. Does that make sense? And so this is what they actually are accusing them, that the first card they ever graded, which was a baseball card, that actually by their own criteria of grading, they overgraded it. That it actually should have been graded way lower. I think they gave it an 8 or something like that. And they were like, no, it actually should have been like a 5 or 6 based on their own criteria. But they wanted to overgrade it to create hype in the market so people would want more cards graded and it would create this craze. And it actually did. So they're being sued to prove this. And if this goes through, if this lawsuit goes through, and if they even settle, like let's say it doesn't go to trial, but they just settle, basically it might destroy the grading industry. Like people won't trust it anymore. And any card that's ever been graded might dramatically have its value dipped because no one trusts grading anymore. So it seems like I've gotten into this hobby at an interesting time when everything is in massive flux. I really don't think it would make sense for me to send these cards in for grading because right now, number one, they just raised their prices. They raised the wait time you have to get your cards back. And quite frankly, I don't trust that they're going to legitimately actually grade it properly, and it's too expensive. Like, no exaggeration, I would never do the $80 grading. I would at the very minimum do the $150 one, which I think is 2 months to wait. I think that's what they were saying. I think $80 is like 6 months, $150 is like 2 months, and $350 is 1 month, okay? So, yeah, basically, I don't know. I don't know if I would even bother. I don't think it makes sense. You would never trust sending out something so expensive anyway. You already brought up the fact you have issues with mail. Well, obviously, I wouldn't send it to them via USPS, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't send it back to me USPS. Imagine I send my Gengar out, it comes back PSA 10, so now it's worth $700-800, and USPS loses it. If you don't have any motivation in selling the cards, there's no point in getting them graded. Well, that's another point. Right now, I'm not going to sell them. Tell you right now, I'm not in any plans to sell my cards at all. Maybe in the future, not now. Right now, I'm just a collector. I've enjoyed collecting and opening and hanging out with you guys and doing the Pack Rips videos. I have no intention of selling them right now. So, yeah, like, what's the point of getting it graded if I'm not going to sell it, right? The reason I'm ignoring you is because you've been an asshole to me recently, so I completely ignored you this morning on purpose to piss you off. Just so you know. So I hope you enjoyed. When was the last time I cooked Italian food, like my recipe, years and years ago? Remember, originally I was making my family recipe of homemade marinara sauce probably every 2-3 months. I would do a big batch and I would freeze it. It would be like 8 meals. It was perfect and it was delicious. I love that sauce. And then what happened is COVID happened. And when COVID happened, everything locked down. It was hard to go around and get ingredients and things. There's a certain particular ingredients that I need to make the sauce that if I don't have them, it's not the same. So during COVID, I basically stopped driving around and going places to get all the ingredients because a lot of places were closed or locked down. It was a pain in the ass. I never went back. You know, I just never went back. I could. Absolutely, I could. But at this point, we really don't eat pasta anymore. Or if we do, we eat protein pasta. And instead of my marinara sauce, what we do is we just get passata, which is strained Italian tomatoes. And we just add some ingredients like seasonings and things to that. And that's our sauce, which is incredibly healthy. That way, you're not adding in a ton of extra stuff that adds calories and salt and things like that to it. So we eat basically a much healthier variation of the sauce that I used to make. We don't make my marinara sauce anymore. Outside of that, I never made any other Italian food. All I ever did was marinara sauce. He says, what's the point of the trolls view botting me? None. Like, literally, it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't help me. It doesn't benefit or hurt or do anything. It has zero impact besides you brought it up. So maybe they get a rise when someone says, oh, look, Phil has a lot of viewers. Oh, wait, it's a view bot. That's it. I stopped putting the message. I was putting a pinned message up every day about it. I stopped putting it up because it's just stupid. There's no point. They're just wasting their money. Like, literally, they're wasting their money. That's about it. They're that dumb. It's someone who basically has money out there who wants to blow it all, and they're just stupid. Why are most of my morning shows about cards? Because that's what everyone wants to talk about. I don't necessarily push the show towards that direction. Like today, obviously, we were going to talk about it. I got one of the rarest things ever in cards yesterday on stream. Usually, I'll just briefly summarize what we did the day before, which includes cards, and then we move on. But then a lot of people bring them up again because they're interested in them, you know? This is the hot new thing for this year that I've been doing that people are really enjoying. Australia, right? I wonder, like, how much is it if you were right now to go to the grocery store and you were to buy a dozen eggs? Yeah, I don't even know if you have dozen eggs there because it's the thing here. I don't know. Like, how much would it be for a dozen eggs for you at the grocery store in your currency? Because that's the thing. Like, your currency is worth less here, but I wonder if it buys you more for you. Like, there's some countries I could go to, okay, and literally be rich. I could just go there right now. I'm rich because everything is so cheap that I could just buy whatever I want from any store, no problem. I could buy a car with pocket change because that's the currency conversion is so insane, you know. Now it's probably not going to be an affluent country. It's probably more, poverty-stricken countries and things like that. But it's true, and it's weird that that's the case because why wouldn't everyone just go to the country where your currency's worth more? But then again, like, for example, Argentina, right? So if you go to Argentina and the currency's worth nearly nothing. So again, if I went to Argentina with American dollars, I'd be rich. But Argentina is also a country that's very dangerous and not a lot of people want to live there. The people that are there are stuck there. They want to leave and they can't. They can't afford it. Right? So I think maybe that's what it is. These countries that have such a devalued currency, the reason it's devalued is because no one wants to be there. And so that's why no one goes there.
I need banana, tasty banana, put banana